Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. Today's movie review is going to be on an A24 film that came out earlier this year in March, and I've been hearing pretty good things about this movie from A24, and of course I actually have it on Blu-ray, and I actually watched it on Vudu before me and my parents went to the beach for Memorial Day weekend. I finally watched this movie on the day it came out on Blu-ray, and that's going to be on X. X is directed by Ty West and stars Maya Goth, Jenna Ortega, and Martin Henderson, Brittany Snow, and Scott Mescudi, whatever you want to pronounce that name. So, the story of X goes like this. I'm going to read on the back of the Blu-ray here. A group of actors set out to make it an adult film in Royal, Texas, under the noses of their reclusive hosts, an elderly couple with a farm and boarding house for rent. But when the couple catches their young guests in the act, the cast finds themselves in a desperate fight for their lives in this tantalizing slasher from writer-director Ty West. And yeah. So, I finally got my chance to check this movie out on Vudu. I actually watched this movie on Vudu, on the day it came out on Blu-ray, on the same day I actually got this Blu-ray on May 24th last week. And so I watched the whole thing, and I gotta say, X is definitely one of my all-time favorite A24 films of this year. And I gotta say, while I did enjoy A24's other film that came out in May, last month, Men, While I did enjoy Men, I gotta say, I enjoyed X a lot more than Men. Yeah, X. Because I do like how this movie turns out, how this movie plays out as a horror slasher movie. And Ty West actually does a very good job directing this film. The way he works on this film, and the way he took inspiration from other horror films, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and yeah. And I gotta say, the acting performances, the acting itself is very good too. Like Jenna Ortega and Brittany Snow. I know Brittany Snow. And of course, I also handled the graphic content very well because since this movie's called X and it's about a group of actors who go to Texas to film an adult movie, this movie does contain graphic content as well. And of course, I'm one of those people who actually handled the graphic content very well because I enjoyed everything about this movie. And it's two of my favorite A24 films that came out this year, along with Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah, and plus, I'm actually kind of glad that I never saw this movie in theaters because otherwise I think my parents would have not allowed me to go see it. And plus I don't think I know any of my friends or cousins would be able to see this movie with me. But I finally checked this movie out on Blu-ray, and of course I enjoyed everything about this movie. And plus I will say it's also going in my top 10 list of my favorite films of 2022. My other three favorites of 2022 this year are The Batman, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and of course Top Gun Maverick. And yeah, and I gotta say, everything about X, X is definitely a really awesome, great graphic film from 2022 this year, and it came out earlier this year in March, and I actually had a pretty good time watching this movie, and because it's got talented acting, and it's got well shot direction by Ty West. And yeah, and the special features on the Blu-ray here include that X Factor featurette, The Farmer's Daughters, and an extended scene. So this one of the special features includes an extended scene that was not seen in the final version of the film. And plus, I even heard they're making a prequel film called Pearl. They're making another film that's based on X, and I think it's a prequel film called Pearl, I'll probably be interested in checking that film out as well. Yeah, so overall, X is a really great movie from A24 and directed by Ty West, and one of my favorite films of 2022 so far. And I'm going to give X 4.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely an awesome movie, and two of my favorite A24 films of this year so far. X, this movie, and Everything Everywhere All at Once. And like I said, I enjoyed X a lot more than Men, even though I did enjoy Men, even though Men was a great movie. I will say I did enjoy X a lot more, along with Everything Everywhere All at Once. So there you have it, guys. If you haven't seen X yet, and if you haven't seen it yet, then I recommend checking this movie out to all A24 fans out there. But if you're not a fan of these types of movies, and if you don't think you can handle the graphic content well for this movie, if you don't think you can handle the graphic content featured in X, then this movie will probably not for you. Because I get that this movie is not going to be for everyone. That's the point. But for me, I enjoyed it, and to all A24 fans out there, if you haven't seen X yet, then I definitely recommend it. So there you have it, guys. That's my movie review on X. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.